What's going on, everybody? My name is Stutter, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. So, in the last episode, we kind of got started on the slime farm. Oh yeah, and we dug out this massive hole that took forever, and we lit up the caves. So, in this episode, I wanted to get started on the slime farm for sure. I wanted to get the slime farm done, tested, and finished. And then I also possibly want to start on my general mob farm, but that might still be waiting for next episode. Not sure. We'll see how it all plays out. But I do want to show you what I did off camera last night, and that is pretty much that I added another layer, and I also figured out what was going on with my slimes wandering around. So pretty much all I changed was that I moved the gap inside the fences up to head level with the golems, and this just allows the slimes to see the golems a lot easier. And I've also gone ahead and added in this little feature here, so I can, with one tick, I can actually flood all the floors on both layers. This layer should be flooded too, or one off or something. But yeah, should flood all the floors and allow us to actually toggle on and off the farms so that we no longer have to hold mob cap or anything once my general mob farm is inside here, because yeah, there is going to be a point that I don't need slime anymore, but I do want the slime farm to be efficient when it is running. So that's kind of just my thinking behind that and why I put a toggle inside of it. Ah, look at it, guys. Isn't it beautiful? So we finally finished up all the layers. How many did we end up with? It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like we ended up with 6 layers inside the 2 subchunks, which I'm pretty happy with. We might have been able to go 7 or 8, but I don't think we need that much in the farm. So if we go ahead and take a little look inside, you can see that there is just a pretty steady flow of just slimes coming in, spawning in, and falling down. And ironically, as I say that, there's actually not that many. But before then, there was actually quite a few slimes spawning. You can see even the large ones managed to get in, they all fall in the gap, and they all go to the bottom. Luckily, most of them, when they fall from the higher places, when they take the fall damage, they actually end up breaking right away, which is really nice. And sometimes even the bigger ones end up getting hit by the iron golems, which is awesome to see because they're the ones that take the longest to break up. So with them being able to be broken up by the iron golems, that's really good. It looks like we have just a little bit of loss inside the farm, which I'm not really worried about. We still have an absolutely insane amount of slime balls accumulating down here at the bottom. Here's a good moment. You can see a lot of slimes actually starting to come in. They all get stuck in the bottom. They all tread a path towards the iron golems, and they just end up dying pretty quickly as well. So next thing I need to do is go ahead and actually set up a delivery system, or a collection system for this. I'm going to be using 3 rail carts, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that next, but I did want to show you guys one other thing. From back here, I literally have an iron golem hotel going on. Like, look at all these guys. They're just all just chilling out, and they're all... I mean, I guess it's more of a prison than a hotel, but I'd like to imagine they're having a good time. They're all talking to each other between the walls. Okay, so just a little update. I went ahead and dug out underneath the magma blocks, put in the hopper minecart track. So pretty much all that happens here is that the hopper minecarts will go down the track, they will come up here, and they will sit over the item hopper. When the item hopper sees an item inside of it, it will power this block, unpowering the torch, and unpowering this block, which pretty much ends up unpowering this block up here as well. And that will actually turn off the mine rail. So there you saw it. So anytime it actually picks up an item, it will pretty much bring itself all the way up here. It'll sit here until all the items are unloaded. Since items are in the hopper, this will stay lit up, and that'll pretty much keep the minecart hopper where it is. And then once all the items are cleared out, it'll turn back off, which means there's no items in the hopper, turning on the torch, repowering the rail, and sending the cart back on its way. So this is just a super simple, it's a very common minecart unloader. Where it came from, I have no idea. So yeah, it's a really easy way to effectively just unload all of these slime balls, or any kind of item that ends up getting stuck in a specific area that you need a large collection system, because there's no way you could have all these be hoppers and stuff like that. But that being said, let me go find a piece of wool. I want to hook a hopper counter up to this and see exactly how many items an hour we're getting from this farm. Okay, so I'm back in Spectator. Right now, Alex is way up there holding the farm down for me. And pretty much that's my spawn area, so I built my spawn radius a little bit up in the air and lit all the caves around it, so that's why I need somebody way up there. Eventually I'll build a platform and have somewhere to actually stand, but yeah, for now, I am just running this, so I will say anytime I do like a hopper test and stuff, I always try to run it for about half an hour. That always gives you an actual good idea of what's going on inside the farm. And we can see here that nothing's getting clogged up, at least hopper cart wise and everything, so that's good. And if we look in here, you can see that there's definitely a good amount of slimes coming in, getting destroyed. So if we go ahead and do a quick counter test, we can already see that this is producing almost 10,000 slime balls an hour. So just this little module here is producing 10,000 an hour, and that is extremely good. I'm really happy to see that. That's actually pushing right on the limit of what a hopper can actually handle. So I might have to upgrade that, but what I am planning on doing is actually putting some kind of a dropper in here, and then I want to send all the items up to the surface and then have them be crafted into slime blocks, kind of like what I was doing with the iron and the bone meal over in the nether for my iron farm. I want to do something like that, but for the slime block, so eventually I will have the items going up to the surface, but for now, I already have an insane amount of slime. Like, I've already built all these slime blocks. I've just been throwing it on the ground. It's been cluttering up my inventory. I have boxes and boxes of it. This is absolutely insane. This is more slime than I was expecting, so I'm definitely super happy with the farm and everything. And yeah, I figured I would just show you guys exactly how it all is looking. So a quick little update. I did a tick warp that was a little bit longer. So we're at 40 minutes now. And you can see after 40 minutes that we're still putting out just a little over 10,000 items an hour, which is, it's super cool to see. Today I have now learned that you can actually send redstone signals through bedrock. Yeah, I built this so low that now I'm struggling to even be able to build all my circuits and everything, but I think I came up with something that I can use here, so pretty much as long as I put items in here, it should breed the comparator. The comparator powers this block, powering the redstone line. The redstone line then touches these two blocks. So this block ends up getting powered as well, which powers this repeater. The repeater then turns off the comparator, kind of just making a pulsing, a one-tick pulse, not a one-tick. Yeah. It ends up making a pulse there, and then that line extends over to this bedrock right here, which actually powers this dropper, and this dropper spits out all the items. And now from this dropper, I should now easily be able to build a water stream up to the surface. So yeah, that's kind of how all that works, and the very strange configuration that I chose to build it in. So I just realized that I'm actually going to need a piece of soul sand inside here, and that's bedrock. And I already built the majority of my towers. Actually, I just had an idea. Wonder if I put just a block there, I actually end up powering it. The items. Nice. Okay. Okay, so we might be okay. I might be able to just push the items straight into the soul sand, and then from there, I think they will still actually pop up. Ooh, I got lucky on that one, that's for sure. Okay, big breaths, player, big breaths. We gotta go down, all the way down, and back up. Ah, we made it easy. That was no problem. Next thing, though, is let's go ahead. I'm gonna break this out. I don't want to talk about it. It didn't happen. Nobody saw anything. My redstone is still sitting over there perfectly fine, and you can't prove it. See what I mean? My redstone's still fine. Nothing happened. Looks great. Looks perfectly great. So, I did end up putting in yeah, just a way to toggle all the floors. I think I was talking about that earlier. So right now I have the entire farm toggled off. So if I go ahead and hit this, boop, 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 that should go ahead and remove all the water from the floors, at which point the farm should turn back on. And hopefully here in just a second, we should see some slimes rolling in. We can just do a little demo here. And we'll see if this system actually works altogether. So it looks like it spit everything out. So let's go to the top and see if we have slime balls. Hey, we do. If I could make the landing. And look at that. We got slime balls, we got kelp, we got some blocks. Looks like it all works. Nice. Now all I have to do is set up the auto crafter and I should be good to go. Okay, so I think I got the auto crafter set up. So I pretty much just took the tower and then I connected it to a little water stream. The water stream just goes into an item hopper. The item hopper feeds into the dropper. Dropper then powers a comparator, which has a redstone block next to it, which means that that comparator won't go off until this dropper is completely full. And you can see the items just slowly roll in. Of course, they're going to be too short. And there we went. So you can see they just come in, and once it gets completely full, that's when it goes ahead and extends this piston. When the piston goes up, the observer sends a single tick through it. On the other side, there's a piece of redstone dust. This is what actually powers the dropper. And it gets pushed into the crafting, which it auto-crafts. And here we can see I already have 24 slime blocks. So, yeah, it's all working. Let's get the pants off. Let's go. And I think this is about where I'm going to end the episode for today. Got the slime farm all finished up. Got the auto-crafting set up on it. I think if I was going to do anything else, I would put a toggle on it so I can toggle the farm off once the storage system is full, but I think I'm just going to let it run for a while. I got some things I'm going to go and head out and do tonight, so I will see you guys hopefully again this weekend for another episode, maybe get started on the mob farm. Other than that, thank you guys again for watching, and goodbye.